together. Like, then she was pregnant. He died before she had the baby. And then, like, so she's probably heard all these theories. So the theory on the internet goes, she's probably heard all these theories that she knows this is very important to Rhaegar. And then probably finds out from the guards, the guards that she has, that the other kids were killed.
I was wondering that too, because it seems really weird for Rhaegar to be like, yeah, that other Aegon I had, he was okay, but this Aegon,
right?
You know, or just like, I wonder how you would feel as like an older brother that like your parents named another kid your name.
Like you weren't living up to it.
Yeah,
so.
You weren't doing well enough, so we're just gonna go ahead and use it again.
That made a lot of sense to me, that like, oh, okay, she knows he's dead. It's very important to have an Aegon like in this line of succession. Now this is the only Targaryen left.
It's getting more into lore. I was a big fan of the name potentially being Jaehaerys. I thought that was one of the better choices, besides just then having somewhere for the J to go. But anyway, yeah, so, like, not just that he knows who he is, but what he's going to do with this info. And how is everybody going to react?
Yeah, so actually with, like, the position that it puts him in, real quick, I'm sure people that are bigger nerds than I am probably know this, but I didn't recall the sort of line of succession, because I was just like, wouldn't Dany have, like, a... the same or maybe an even better like claim to the throne than Jon. Well, so I forgot that Dany was born later, so Jon was actually born first. But it wouldn't matter. Rhaegar's son would still inherit. Well, and then I didn't know if they did the primogeniture.
Rhaegar's child would still, like, first child's child.
Right. So and then that's where I didn't follow things, because I was like, if Rhaegar, like, did Rhaegar died before the Mad King? So then I was like, would it go back to the Mad King's kids?
No, it doesn't matter. It's always first kid is going to inherit first.
Right, but if they're all dead, wouldn't it go?
No,
I don't know.
If he has a living heir, then no.
In any case, though, Dany was born like a year after I think Jon was born, so he would have gotten it anyways.
It still wouldn't matter. It would still go to Rhaegar's children, because that's the line. You know what I mean? It's just like, if Brandon Stark had lived and had kids, it never would have went to Ned or any of his descendants, you know? Mm-hmm. It's always that. Which, anyway, the setup with Sam, though, telling him, really pushes me back toward that I think maybe Dany goes banana theory is working out.
He did not have much love for Daenerys.
No, and I felt bad because, like, she's coming there to be like, hey, thanks for saving my boy. Oh, I burned your family, by the way.
That was the most awkward. Like,
oh my God.
You just see this like, oh shit, like, you're Tarly. Like,
and she kind of sits there pretty stone-faced, but, like, Jorah's like, just absolutely like, I could die here, please.
Yeah.
This is the worst. You know, and obviously Sam, I did love, like, you know, his reaction at first is like, well, that's sad, but my dad did kind of suck. My brother's cool though, right? And she's like, yeah, about that.
Poor Sam.
Poor Sam. But, like, his absolute outrage and is like, hey, this is not a merciful queen. She didn't tell you that she did this. And, like, she, you know, this is not someone we can trust. I was pretty shocked because I feel like Sam's pretty apolitical when it comes to things like that normally. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's his family. But, you know, he took a pretty hard line of being like, no. This is not a good ruler. So good thing it's you. But that's going to set up a lot of tension between the two of them, too. Mm-hmm. And there is, you know, they're British, so them shagging part of it to work through.
Oh, it's going to be fun when he tells her.
Yeah, and everyone else. Speaking of... we finally got him to see him ride a dragon. Yeah, Rhaegal.
Hell yeah.
Getting on that daddy's namesake dragon. He didn't even know about it at the time, though. I definitely thought it was going to be after, but it makes sense that she's like, hey,
Yeah, I like that they also just got that out of the way here.
Yep.
Like, let's just...
Here you go, fans.
Yeah.
Here it is. It was a little long for me.
So long. I just kept kind of
God.
looking at my watch. Like, how long is this scene?
I just,
this is the longest scene that...
Of anything. Yeah, it was like 10 minutes or some shit. But it just reminded me of like whenever in the Harry Potter, the third movie, when they finally like got a budget and they were like, look at this thing flying over the lake. Notice we have a budget now? We're like, that's cool, but could you get back to like the thing we're watching?
Yeah, like, all right, that was really neat. I'm glad I saw it. And then you go on for like 3 times as long as I ever needed.
Yeah, and like more dragon riding, but like less fuck eyes. I don't know. That was just silly. Also, the boy's into waterfalls. My goodness.
Oh, yep. They
That's
got
really his thing.
Him and Egret, like, get away.
Yeah. So, but I did love they did manage to weave like some comedy into this because it is about to get real serious for a long time. But the like Drogon looking at Jon while they kiss too, and it's really funny because I swear like my dog used to do that. To men I was dating, just like sit at the edge of the room and stare at them like you better not hurt her. That's what it reminded me of.
Wasn't even paying attention to that. I guess.
Oh yeah, there's this moment where they're kissing and Jon like looks over her shoulder and Drogon's face is just there like
that's creepy.
Yeah, like I will eat you. Yeah, other things that happen. We had some developments. The Golden Company's there. Euron apparently killed some of them on the way. Harry Strickland didn't sound too
just
happy
kind of
about
like
that.
Underlining the fact that Euron's a dick.
Yeah, it just
and
horrible.
Nobody likes him.
Harry Strickland casting.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what they can do. I mean, there wasn't really much to do with that scene other than like, hey, we're here.
I just had whole different ideas of that in my head. I don't know. It would either be like very like brute-ish or like more Targaryen looking, not just this like basic square-faced dude. No offense, actor who is Harry Strickland. I don't know. We'll see.
Or other square-faced dudes.
He just seemed like, I don't know. It's like the leader of one of the greatest like company of warriors of all time, and he was just like, "Oh hey, I'm Harry."
Kind of reminded me a little bit of Jaime though.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him. Well, that was like confusing to a lot of people in the trailer too. Yeah, I don't know. He just was like, "Oh hey," and I'm like, okay. I don't know. I did like that Cersei thing with the elephants. I think I wrote on Twitter like, Cersei, I really wanted those elephants, and like, HBO budget, it's a no. No, you can't. It seemed like a pretty meta joke that they were just like, mm-mm.
So and I don't recall, but I'm assuming the Golden Company had elephants in the books. It's probably
they do,
one of their...
and I think they even mention it last season. Like they like built it up that we're gonna get elephants.
Oh, okay.
And then they were like, actually, we thought
Never
about
mind.
that with our budget, and we decided definitely not. Also, like I think just like technically how you would film them in a battle would be,
Yeah.
I don't know. I also feel like there's probably like some like animal rights territory that you could just
there
not
was
even
no
go
horses
through at all.
or dragons harmed in the filming of Game of Thrones, so I'm
Yeah,
sure
I know,
elephants
but, like,
would be cool.
It just seems like a whole mess you could just avoid. And hey, I don't know, considering they like didn't have the budget to give us Ghost for an entire season or 5.
Where is Ghost?
We better get some fucking Ghost.
He needs to come back and
I really expected
tear
that
out
to
some
be.
more throats.
They had all these like right away fan payoffs with this episode, and I really thought that just like, by the way, here's Ghost was going to be one of them because even just for a second, like we need to see Ghost. Show us Ghost. Anyway, Cersei sleeping with Euron was pretty interesting too. I read actually that Lena Headey had like concerns about that and protested it at first.
Oh, really? What for?
Just that she didn't think she would. But I do think, so I really don't think she's pregnant. But if she were, it would be a smart move to be like, oh, yeah, it's yours. Although the timeline's probably off since she's known for a minute. I don't know. But
also, like, if you think about it, like, if she's pregnant, like, how long does it take to go sail to another continent, grab an army, and fully load them back. Like, shouldn't she be showing by now?
Yeah, I don't know. And then the other thing, too, is like, yeah, the timeline would be too far off. I guess she just wants to keep him in the loop, because she definitely didn't look satisfied or, like, impressed. And definitely not as much as he was with himself, but, you know. Whatever.
Well, he always seems impressed with himself.
Oh, my God. I can't help but I just think of the Game of Thrones, like, Jared let himself go every time, and I love it. And then we have the Bran, also a little, you know, comical relief. But he's going to be sent to kill the Lannisters. And we all know he is, like, loyal to the money. But is he going to do that? I don't know.
So I don't think that he will, because he's had too big of a connection. I know that, you know, I think they harp on the money thing so that maybe we'll be like, oh, Bran, whenever he decides not to kill his buddies Tyrion and Jaime, because he's bonded with them both. However, if he, like, originally takes the offer, I'm changing my idea on whether or not he's going to die. I used to think that he had a pretty good shot at getting out, but, like, not if he takes that offer, because as soon as he does that, he's in Cersei's pocket, he's dead. Doesn't matter, he won't go, I don't think he'll go through with it, or, like, even attempt that. Like, he might even die trying to, like, you know, throw his body in the way of, you know, somebody else trying to get at Tyrion or something. However, he still took the initial deal, like, he's dying.
So even if he doesn't actually go through with it, you just think he dies?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it seemed like he kind of did take the deal, too.
Yeah.
So, I can't see him killing. That's obviously not how Jaime's going to die. But, like, I can't see him killing Tyrion at all. I just can't. And then another, like, real quick thing, Theon, just fast worker rescuing Yara. I thought that was going to be, like, a drawn-out thing. And they're like, nope, he just does it. It's cool.
Yeah, they just...
Don't worry about it.
They're not playing over here. They're just going at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was satisfying to just be like, oh, okay, we got that out of the way. Cool. And he's going to Winterfell, which, speaking of, like, changing my idea of whether they're going to live or die, I kind of thought, because he's on his big come up, that he was going to live this season until he said he's going to Winterfell. And then I was like, nope, you're sacrificing yourself for the good of everyone else. So that definitely changed from, like, pre-episode to post-episode, was like, oh, nope, now he's dying.
I do enjoy
He's going to, like, dive in front of somebody. He's going to just, like, absolutely sacrifice himself to finally, like, pay that debt.
I do like the changing, because we sat and talked about, it was just this past weekend, and went through, like, everybody.
It was
like,
before the episode on Sunday was when we, like, did them, and now already, like, two of them
they're already
changed.
changing, because they're just like, well, you did this, so now.
That's the thing with our predictions is, hey, we're just going off what we have. I do, and now that Yara is like, yeah, I'll just chill at the Iron Islands in case they need to run away somewhere. It's like, oh, well, you're gonna survive then. Cool. Yeah. And then the other big thing is just rip Ned Umber. Sorry about that. That's a bummer. What happened to you?
They would, like, take the opportunity for the first season, our first episode of the last season, to kill a child first. Like, that is
very Game of Thrones of them to do. Just like, let's get rid of some of these children.
Of course, that's a dead child on the wall,
and I love how
splayed out in an art form. Like,
I love how he has, like, his second or third ever speaking part in the beginning of the episode, so you remember who the hell he is.
Yeah.
And then they could kill him. Like, we'll just let him speak one more time so you remember who the hell that is. And he's dead. But no, that whole scene, Tormund, Beric, and Ed discovering him, that was, like, because, we both rewatched Hard Home right before this. And, like, it is going full on horror now, like.
It's terrifying.
Winter isn't coming. It's on the motherfucking doorstep. And it's going to be scary. The third episode, even next episode, with them just, like, waiting.
Yeah, they're kind of like, It's not like your traditional zombie sort of thriller, right? Because they move fast. They're like fast zombies, like 28 days later zombies.
And with intention. They're
most
not just
terrifying.
like wandering by and they smell human. They are coming to kill all of you and all of humanity. Good luck. Like,